Hey guys, Down Phoenix here, and here we are again for Mobile Monday. This is a second episode for this Monday because I decided we should finally tackle Konami's future in mobile gaming. This is Contra Evolution, a game that you can no longer find on the app stores. It was actually removed, and that was partly because it did poorly and it sucked ass. But the thing is, though, it's not really the game's fault so much. Oh, well, I guess the microtransactions are kind of crappy. But it's more to do with how bad the controls are playing on a mobile phone. Even with some of the things that they kept in mind. Now, fortunately, with Bluestacks, I can map out some of the controls. And, kind of show you guys a little bit of how it goes. You can play as Bill, or you can play as Lance, the two classic Contra guys. And you can also unlock these characters, which might be a combination of, you get it. So anyways, we'll just play Bill. I've always been more a Bill guy myself, so. But really cool idea behind this game. Because you get to replay the classic Contra. And one of the things that they did think of good with the mobile phone is the fact that it can be difficult to move and constantly shoot. So it auto-fires for you, which makes the machine gun power up more or less useless, but it works out pretty nicely. But as you notice, there are some weird things. For instance, the way you diagonally shoot is not at all accurate. But you did get, homing missiles too, which don't even belong in the original Contra, of course. But like I said, this is not exactly a one-for-one remake. This is more of a reimagining with some of today's tech and whatnot. So now we've got a shotgun. And the Bluestack controls, even though I mapped them out, everything like that, are still kind of on the wonky side. Because I'm using the WASD keys in order to do everything I want to happen. But sometimes it'll just go diagonal instead, which I don't know if that's a Bluestacks thing or if it's more of an issue with the actual game. With, like, the poor button response. I don't know what the case is, but either way wouldn't really surprise me, because, like I said, Konami decided to bury this game. Even though mobile's their future. So it's a really odd choice for them. You figure, I don't know, maybe they aren't going to be redoing this game. Well, obviously the auto-fire is useful for a mobile game, but the problem with it is, obviously, that, if you don't want to shoot certain things, then there's nothing you can do to prevent that. But, shoot. Yeah, it's really hard to play this game. Holy crap. There we go. Almost got myself killed. I've actually never even got this far on the mobile phone version. So playing with the button mapping is very nice. It's really strange why they never supported this game with the controller or made it available for handheld systems or anything. So, not bad. You defeat the enemies. I get 1 heart. I'm not sure why I need that. I don't know. I guess maybe when you die, you have to, But this is Contra Evolution. I mean, Contra is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's a real shame that this game didn't turn out very good. Obviously, this part doesn't even seem to work correctly. I blame this on the button mapping. I don't blame this on I blame this on Bluestacks, not on the actual game. Because there's no way that this could be accurate. But yeah, even with the button mapping and Bluestacks accurate, the game still does not want to function correctly at all for me. So I guess we'll have to use the mouse and keyboard for this. Or not the mouse and keyboard, I mean the mouse. And drag along. But it's cool that they did some 3D effects here, at least. You know, I kind of appreciate that. Actually, this part is not that bad to do with the mouse. So I guess we can manage that just fine. But yeah, this is just like the original Contra. I mean, there's a lot of good things behind this game. It just doesn't really pull it off right. Now, you might notice there are some little power-up things on the bottom right-hand corner. So, now, I don't know what happened. My D-pad just, like, momentarily disappeared on me. So, I just died. And that was my fault entirely. Like I said, it's very difficult to play it like this. You know, this is really meant to be on a mobile phone, even though it doesn't work very good on a mobile phone. So really, it's meant to just not play very good, I suppose. I pressed the jump button. I don't know why it didn't respond there. Okay, yeah, it really had some trouble there. So I guess the hearts, they're supposed to represent continues. So we'll go ahead and use one. Might as well. I wonder if we're going to have the classic boss fight. Okay. I'm trying the keyboard again, and it was not working out very good, so... Yeah, this is not very easy to play. As you can see here, I mean, I'm really struggling. I mean, I'm not like the best Contra player in the world, but I would consider myself decent. At least, you know, you can ask wonky and I. I can, on the right days, I can beat the game with just the 3 lives without, you know, having to do the 30 live codes. Some days I struggle and don't get past stage 6 or 7, but, you know, everybody's got their on days and off days, right? So I'll go ahead and activate one of these power-ups here, just so you can see what it's about. So this is like a constant laser thing. You know, like I said, these power-ups are meant to make the game easier to play. And, you know, I think it's just to help appeal to the more casual crowd. But, unfortunately, the game is just too difficult to play on a smartphone because of the way the touchscreen controls are. You know, I mean, I'm really struggling, and I'm using a keyboard because of how poorly implemented the control scheme has seemed to be here. And I really would be dead by now if not for the fact that I do have the auto-fire, which you can turn it off if you want. But I really hope Bluestacks gets it figured out with the button mapping setup. It's still in beta, of course, so... Because, I mean, this game would actually be really fun if you could play it right, you know what I mean? So I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the waterfall, and I think we'll probably wrap it up there. This will be a good stopping point for us, I do think. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool idea behind the game. I mean, the graphics look nice. And, you know, the fact that they're kind of redoing the original Contra, but with like the new weapons and things like that also being part of it. Really cool idea. Crap. That is way too freaking fast. There's no way I could have responded in time. Because it like came right after. I guess I'll use a heart, whatever. I got one from beating the stage earlier. So basically I got a free continue for beating the stage, which I'm sure that might not be even... What a bad spawn area, man. And it's just so unresponsive. It's really hard to play, like... There we go, we'll just do that. Talk about ridiculous, right? I better activate my shield power-up because I'm almost dead and I'm probably not even going to make it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what went wrong here, Konami. I mean, if you guys are going to be going mobile phone games, you're going to have to do something about this crap. You know, if you're going to make these kind of games on mobile phones, they're going to need to be responsive. It's as simple as that. And it can be done. I mean, there clearly are a lot of good arcade-style mobile games. I don't know why Konami couldn't manage to do one with one of the best of all time, you know, just doing a decent mobile phone version of it. But they just couldn't do it, you know, I mean, for whatever reason, there is, you know, I mean, this is just a failure of a game, it's sad to say. I'll stick with the flamethrower. I mean, the flamethrower actually seems like better than it is on the NES version. Like, the projectiles are a lot bigger and stuff. Which, that's another thing to keep in mind. Like, it seems like the character sprites and everything like that are scaled to be bigger. So, yeah, it's really interesting how this works here. Now, this actually looks pretty cool, the boss here. Very well implemented. Now, you might be wondering why are there numbers. Well, one of the other cool things this game had going for it was it had an upgrade system where you can spend your coins and such to upgrade your weapons and things like that. You know, it's a really cool mechanic that is wasted on a bad game, honestly. So, I mean, that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, it's nearly no surprise why this game is no longer available to buy or play or anything like that. I think it was like $1. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. You have to wait for his mouth to open before you can hit him. But I noticed how long it takes for his mouth to open. I don't know why that was. There we go. Easy enough fight, right? But it's just not that good. I'm sad to say, you know, I mean, this was a game I really would have loved to play on my phone, and it just wasn't responsive, and it wasn't made available elsewhere, to my knowledge, besides mobile. And it doesn't have any kind of built-in controller support or anything like that. It's just a very lazy effort on Konami's part, and thus, that's why I guess they decided to just exit. So, I'm kind of done with this game. Let's just go ahead and exit here. But before we quit, for sure, I am going to at least show you, you know, kind of some of the stuff they were going to do. Elite mode was supposed to, obviously, I have no idea. I guess it adds new challenges and things like that to the original. Then you have mission mode, which I'll just show you real quick here. This is supposed to be like where you beat the various stages in certain times and everything like that in devs. And you unlock medals, you know, to, you know, really cool stuff that really would have extended well on the original game if it just worked correctly, you know. So obviously I had to earn coins. You earn coins whenever you fight and stuff. And I can use this to upgrade my power of my gun, which increases the damage. And you can also use this to upgrade your weapons and various things like that. Cool idea, just a complete failure. And that's just sad to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mobile Monday. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you guys would like to see. But till then, Down Phoenix out.